Hi guys, how you doing tonight? We wanted to make this video to basically answer any questions that you're having as you're starting these products and this business, and you may be getting excited about what you're feeling and seeing your body change. So this is Brandy, and she's going to talk with me tonight, and we're kind of just going to ask each other questions, the same type of questions that you guys ask us, that we're just trying to answer for you. So if there are any questions that don't get answered, please message us. But this is strictly just for you to learn and grab the info from. And we're excited to be doing this tonight. All right, Brandy. So when you first started Plexus, what products did you start with?
I actually started a 7-day trial of the Slim Microbiome. And I had seen little tidbits of energy and some bloating, like less bloating, that I just wanted to know more, see more. So I did the triplex, which you recommended for me, and I'm so thankful.
Yes. So as we're talking, most people do start with the triplex. It's really just kind of like our cornerstone products that you start with when you say, hey, I want to know more about Plexus. This is really just the foundation about gut health. So I did the same thing. I started out with the triplex. I actually did a 7-day trial like a year before I even joined. Because it took me that long and I was that skeptical. So I started with the triplex, and the first things I saw were my afternoon headaches like vanished, and I was able to make it through the day without crashing on the couch. That was like huge for me. That is why I started Plexus, is I just wanted the energy to keep up with my kids and not need coffee all day long. And then slowly over time, I saw like some weight loss. My seasonal allergies help within that first month. All right, you're up.
So for me, I have fibromyalgia, so I too was super skeptical when I started because I thought it was more of a weight loss type product line, and I knew nothing about gut health. So Rachel had put me in the gut health and happiness group, and I am a researcher by nature. So I was going through and looking through testimonies. And so the triplex for me was super helpful with fatigue and exhaustion. Like they were my main complaints. I was exhausted all the time. I went to bed exhausted. I woke up exhausted. I wanted to nap all the time. I was just always tired. So that sustained energy from me was probably one of the first things I noticed, and was like amazing. That's all I wanted to do, was feel normal. So it definitely helped with that. And bloating, I was so bloated. I was gaining so much weight and I didn't know why. And I noticed right away, like my face was thinner, and I really didn't notice any changes on the scale, but my clothes fit better, and I didn't look like bloated. So that was very nice. Sleep was huge. So I was sleeping better. I was dreaming. I hadn't dreamt in a really long time. So that was pretty cool, just to have these dreams that I hadn't had in a long time. So that was neat. So those were the main things I noticed in the beginning.
Sweet. I love how I know when we talk to you guys, you experience different things. So it's neat that we have different stories, just the two of us. All right. So when you problem solve, when we are talking about if you're dealing with any kind of detox or die-off, or you're not seeing the results you want, the questions we're going to ask you are like, how much water are you drinking? What are you eating? Are you exercising? Like, are you using that extra energy to put into exercising? So Brandy, how much water should somebody be drinking when they're doing all this?
So the rule of thumb for drinking your water is to take half your body weight and turn it to ounces. So just for math's sake, if you weigh 100 pounds, half of 100 is 50. You should be drinking 50 ounces a day, minimum. Like, you really want to make sure you're, especially with these supplements, the more water you drink, the better you're going to feel. And the more you're going to flush out all those toxins and bad things. So half your body weight in ounces.
All right. So, like, I get the question, like, well, you've changed your diet so much, and not really. I've just focused more on lean protein, so chickens, more eggs, beans. I'm not eating like the high processed, like super fatty sugars. I really try to watch how much of those things I absorb. And obviously we have an amazing product for that. If you do want to go out and you want to enjoy yourself, try taking 2 block before a high fatty meal. But try to stick to fruits, veg, a smart carbohydrate, and then lean proteins. And how much exercise? I personally am not, I'll be honest, I'm not doing anything right now, but the warmer weather is coming and I will be running in the morning. That's like I love doing that. So Brandy, what do you recommend, and are you doing anything?
So when I first started, I really didn't change much of my diet, other than I wasn't craving sugar. So sugar was like huge for me. So I pretty much lived on it, and I didn't want it or crave it. So I was eating normal, like you said, proteins. We eat a lot of chicken. Still eating my pastas and stuff. I wasn't really doing this for weight loss. I was doing it more to feel better. But again, like, if you're going to put bad stuff in your body, you're not going to get that feeling. So just regular foods, fruits, vegetables. That was mainly it. Exercise, haven't exercised until recently because, like you said, with the warm weather, and I want to put shorts on. So I have just been trying to get in my 10,000 steps a day. So I'm not really doing anything strenuous. Again, I do have fibromyalgia, so sometimes, like, if I overdo it, I will be exhausted. And my joints hurt, so I can't do too much with like push-ups and that kinds of things. So walking's pretty good, like 30 to 40 minutes at night.
That's awesome. That's more than I'm doing right now, I think.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get shorts on.
Yes. Well, I think a lot of times, like, you have the extra energy, and if you can move your body, like, you'd be doing that anyway, and you can feel a difference when you are. So, like, these products work so well with a fit, healthy lifestyle, and they really are just like that missing puzzle piece.
Yes.
Okay, so as you start to feel better, like, as you're starting to, like Brandy said, sleep better. Sleep is huge for so many people. For everybody needs to be sleeping better, but so many people have not slept well in, decades, right? So as you're starting to feel that better sleep, more energy, craving less junk, just want to be healthier, as you're starting to feel that, like, who could this help? Brandy, when you first started, who were you thinking of that this would help?
So many people. Really, like, family members that I know suffer with health issues. So, like, my mom, close friends, those were like the main people I was targeting to tell them to take these products because they're so amazing. So my mom, my mother-in-law, aunts, those were the people that I had told about this right away.
Yeah, I think for someone like me, it's literally, I go to the park, I'll go to, a sports game or whatever, and once you start to feel good, you will hear just people complaining about how bad they feel, and then you're like, I just want to share with them. So you get excited because you know that these products work, and you've seen, like, you've heard Brandy's story, you've heard my story, you've seen the thousands of other stories that are out there that they do work and they're so effective, and you really just want everyone that you know to feel so much better. So when Brandy says that you, like, everybody can benefit from these products, she's not lying. Like, there are so many different, I mean, I just posted today about women's menstrual cycles, you know, like how they're helped just by that. So that's crazy. Okay, so when you begin to share, Brandy, what's an effective way to start this whole sharing process? Because it can be overwhelming. So it's not just social media, like if you're comfortable to share on Facebook, but then how do you share just in person without being like over the top? You don't want to be that person, right?
Yes. Yeah. Just be yourself. You just want to talk from your heart. If there's somebody that you know would benefit so greatly, just talk like you would normally talk. You don't need to be a salesperson. We don't want salespeople. We want genuine people just sharing what's working for them. So that's what I do and suggest that other people do. Like, just tell your story, how it's helping you, and what you think it could do for them.
Yes, and you do not need to have all of the answers. It brings me to my next question. I think a lot of people ask or think to themselves, like, how do I, when someone's excited or wants to know more information about what I'm doing, how do I get those questions answered? Can't stress this enough. Use us. You know, start a 3-way message, call us on the phone, ask us the questions, and if we don't know the answer, we will get it for you. There are such incredible resources out there. Like Brandy mentioned before, we have this amazing Facebook group called Gut Health and Happiness. If you're not in there, ask us to be added. Ask us for you to be added, and we'll add you in there. There are thousands of stories about people, you know, run the gambit of health issues, and we can supply that information for you. But really, you are not expected to know any answers in the beginning. It's really such a tool for us to just help you start to share with your friends and family, because you're just starting this and you're excited about it and you want to know more information as well. And also check your back office. If you log on, there's great videos there. There's training there as far as products, and there are incredible stories about the business as well. So if you have questions, I know Brandy is an open book. I'm an open book. Reach out to us. Do you have any other tips as far as when they have questions or people are asking them questions, Brandy? What would you recommend?
Like you said, just don't hesitate. Put us in a group chat together. Because I know in the beginning I was super overwhelmed with all the information, and I'm one who needs and wants to know everything. So just put us in a 3-way chat, like those group messages. So it doesn't have to be anything formal, very informal. Like, we're just talking about what could help them and what we think the best solution would be. So 3-way chats, I think, are the best.
Yes. Is there any last, like, you wish you would have had this question answered or anything when you first started, Brand?
I know the back office, like, I know you mentioned that, and it can be really, I guess, confusing or overwhelming if you don't know what it is or what you're even looking at. So if you have questions about that, obviously reach out to Rachel or I. I know there's tons of YouTube videos out there walking you through. So if you have questions about that and you're afraid to play around, don't be afraid to play around. You're not going to break anything. Just click around and see what you can find. But I think they've really done a good job recently consolidating things and making it a little bit easier to navigate. So.
Yes. And we cannot reiterate enough. Like, we are here for you. You sign up on this journey. with us to help you, reach your personal goals, help your friends reach their goals. So please, you're not putting us out. You're not, this is not a burden. We're excited about this. We love helping you. We love helping you reach your potential with any side of this, your health, financial goals, whatever. But it's fun. Like, this is so much fun. And I would just say the friendships, like, tap into the team page, and try to reach out to friends there, because I know when I started this journey 2 years ago, had I not tapped into that and reached out to the people that were starting at the same time as me, I feel like it wouldn't have been as successful, because people need accountability, and we are here for you, but also realize that those people are starting at the same time you are, and just get excited about being in a circle, in a group, and know you're welcomed, loved, and encouraged.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a great night. And if you have any questions, let us know.
Bye.